all the birdies. See him go down the water and then up again.
Now entering the countdown of days until we head into the boatyard, it dawned on us that we will soon be leaving Thailand. Whilst we have sailed back and forth in this area for a number of years now, over the last 12 months we've not really been exploring. See, Thailand is a great place to get boat work done, and it seems that is all we've been doing. With this information now in the forefront of our brains, we decided we needed to play tourist and go cruise the islands for a few days. Many years ago, Leonardo di Caprio and his Hollywood pals made the PP Islands famous when they filmed the movie The Beach in Maya Bay. Subsequently, these stunning islands, and in particular that beach, has now become the result of mass tourism where thousands of people will visit every day. People flock in the hordes by long-tail boats and larger ferries to witness this spectacular area and walk on the beach. Although this is where being a cruising sailor has its benefits. Every day, those long tails and ferries must leave to take people back to their accommodation, leaving us sailboats alone to experience the serenity of Maya Bay. Before leaving Thailand, we thought it a must stop off for one last time.
Wow, where are you, Lula? Yay! Good morning. It's about 6:30 a.m. and we are in Maya Bay in Thailand. This place is enchanted. It's so stunning and beautiful here. Can hardly believe it's real. We were very lucky to be able to spend the night here on a mooring and wake up to this stunning place. This place is also extremely busy and we've just gotten up to enjoy the serenity before the long tail boats roll in, but as you can probably hear, it started rolling on in. It's only like 6:30 in the morning and people are out here trying to get it. These guys are gonna get it the best. First things first, coffee, and let's get going.
So we plan to do about a 35-40 mile sail today from PP Islands down to a little island called Koh Mok. It's pretty nice anchorage there in the easterly wind, so we sort of got pretty late leaving. So we're going against the easterly trades. With when we got our injectors serviced, old mate said it would be 3 days, and just the tradesmen, you know. Sure, it happens in every country, of course it does, but we had to sit and wait 2 weeks for the parts to arrive because conveniently they didn't have them, whereas we overpaid for what we needed to pay, so we get the job done immediately. But anyway, moving right along. We didn't leave with a northwest wind, which would have been on our back quarter and an easy sail down. Instead, we're leaving in the monsoonal easterly trades, so it's a bit more upwind sort of sailing. Locked in, Mum?
This is fantastic. This is better than what I was expecting.
We're expecting a bit of a stronger sail this morning.
Yeah, this is just glorious.
So you reckon I can fly the drone?
Oh, second flight on passage? Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. On your bed. Good spot. Good boy. Big cuddles.
In our last episode, we were running a competition. Yosh was pulling out all the screws in the deck and putting them in here. And the competition was whoever could guess the closest to the amount of screws that he pulls out in the deck wins a Sailing Nanji t-shirt. So I've got 921 screws in here. He's finished it off, and we've got a whole bunch in here that I need to count out. We had a range of guesses. Some of them were quite high and some of them were quite low.
And just to butt in right there, some people guessed less than 100 screws or less than 200 screws. Now people, I appreciate the effort of you making your suggestion, but do you really think 200 screws is going to take me a month to get out? 200! 200 of the little bastards!
I think we need like a complaining radar, and then that'll be a better gauge of how many screws there are, of how much...
Of how much I complain. I complained a lot doing this, so I think there should be at least 10,000 screws in there.
Okay, so I'm up to 20, so can you do 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's 3. 8. And 3.
So 113.
113 plus 921. All right, I think we've got a number. We've got 1,034 screws. So I'm just gonna go through all of the comments and find the closest number.
I reckon someone guessed that.
You reckon?
I think I saw 1034.
Well, let's go have a look. The closest I've gotten so far is 1026. We actually have a 1034. Someone has guessed it.
I thought there was.
Yeah.
I thought I seen a 1034.
Team Sick Productions
No
guessed
way.
1034. So I've got to keep going. We'll see who else, if anyone else has guessed that as well. But so far,
I thought so. I was pretty sure I'd read a 1034. There's a 1065, a 1020, a 1026. So quite close guesses all around the mark, but I thought so. I thought someone absolutely nailed it. 1034. What an effort. It does go to show that we see every single comment and we look at everything. Whatever people write, good or bad, we see it all. So keep writing those good comments.
we love you. Winner, chicken dinner, Team Sick Productions. You guessed the exact amount. It didn't have to be who was closest. You guessed it right on the dot. So congratulations. Get in contact with us on this email address here, and we'll send you out some Nanji gear. Woohoo!
Well, congratulations. Is this the first ever competition that you've won? You know, all of those school competitions where you'd see like jelly beans in a jar, and at the paint shop you'd have to guess how many jelly beans. Never ever found out how many jelly beans were in that jar, except for you, Team Productions, because you guessed the amount of screws in that tin. Amazing. So you'll be looking good in Nanji merch. You.
If you'd like to get some Sailing Nanji merch and support the channel as well, there's a link here. Go to the shop, grab a t-shirt. They're really good quality.
Get a hat.
Yeah, and a hat.
I like a hat.
Yeah, hats are good.
And a shout out to our friend Jess, who went to quite a big effort to try to get her guests through to us. You were very close, but you weren't right, mate. I'm sure you'll appreciate my humour. Whilst we are on passage into the sea, it's important that we make a lot of water. You know, in Thailand, where we were anchored in like Chalong Bay and all Phang Nga Bay, all the sort of inner waters that's not on the west coast, all the water is really green and there's a lot of particles in it, which means you get a lot of growth on the bottom really quickly, but also when you're trying to make water, it just clogs your filters so quickly. Like you struggle to make 500 litres before you need to change filters or clean your filters.
in the open water, it's a whole lot clearer and a lot of those particles have just disappeared, and so your filters aren't going to get clogged up as much, but it's important we make a lot of water. So currently I need to change these filters. I'll put in fresh ones now so we can just make a whole heap of water. Here on the left, that's the water pressure feed. So with the new filters, you can see it's way back, it's way up in the green there. When those filters are getting super clogged, the pressure really builds and it starts going into the red there. So that's pretty much the indicator to say that you need to change your filters. But it's looking pretty solid now in the green now that we've got it started again. So let's make some water. So this is opening up the valve, so building the pressure into the membranes. So now the high pressure pump is smashing water through those membranes. It's up to 50 bar. Optimal operation pressure is at 60, and when we're doing that, we're making about 2.5 litres of water per minute. So that equals about 180 litres an hour.
What's for lunch, Mum? What you made?
I've got a lentil and vegetable soup. It's a bit unusual lunch for the tropics, but I've just been really craving lentils lately, so.
Yummy, Mummy.
Yummy, Mummy.
Yummy, Mummy.
It's funny how the day progresses, you know. We wake up in the morning and we bash it into an easterly as we head east-southeast, and by the afternoon the wind's just done a full U-turn and now it's coming out of the west and we're on a broad reach. Downwind, baby, 120 up the butt. Oh yeah! So the anchorage we chose is actually good in the easterly, and so now that it's a westerly, its anchorage is... we'll have to wait and see how it is, eh? But the forecast and everything, all the models do show it's going to go easterly again, so I think this is a bit of a light afternoon wind and it'll disappear again come evening. We're sort of at the cuff of seasons change, so there was a couple of days ago with the weather that we wanted to sail down on, there was a northwest blowing. That's sort of the first northwest of the last couple of months. It's just been all east-northeast trades, so with a bit of a northwest and westerly winds sort of starting, it's suggesting that the monsoon could be changing. But it is, you know, it is early March, so I guess it's sort of that time of the year when things should start changing a bit. Come April, they should all be up here, it should all be westerlies and the trade winds beginning down south, so that's why the goal is to really get this boatwork smashed and leave early April, because I still think we're going to be leaving late and into a westerly, but fingers crossed that's not the case. You know, 5 more miles and we're there.
Well, this looks like a good spot. We're at Koh Mook, and first things first, we're going to take Marley to do a wee. In you go, buddy. There's other people on this beach here, so we're going to go and have a look around and see if we can find a nice little secluded spot.
So many tunnels. There's a rock though. So many rock barrels.
We're at Koh Mook.
Oh, it's
this is
actually
our
clear.
favourite part of Thailand to explore.
It's like really clear.
Wow.
No way. That's a surprise, and it's sandy bottom.
Beautiful.
Sick. I was just expecting it to be super green water and not see the bottom, but this is crystal clear in sand. Ah, what a patch. Go on, son.
Okay. Oh, that's a good wee, eh, buddy? He's lived on a boat for like 7 years now. We lived on a boat for over 7 years. And Marley's always been on that boat. And when we first moved on, we trained him to do his business up on the bow. Because on OG Nanji, we installed a little washdown tap up on the bow. So it was convenient for him to do his wheeze and poos up on the bow. Then we could easily square it off. Now we got Nanji 2 and we have a teak deck. He still goes and does his wheeze and poos up on the bow. But we don't have a washdown up on the bow, so I need to get buckets of water to wash it down. And then because we have the teak deck, I'm just like, oh, I don't want you to pull on that now. So we're gonna have to come up with an alternative. He's really good at holding it when we're at anchor and we have day sails. He doesn't wee and poo. He just holds it until he goes to land, like he did just then, and that was why he did just such a massive wee. But, you know, need to come up with a new plan for the boat.
Bye.
Get him. Get him. What's in here? Here's a little cave.
Yeah.
It's just a little one.
Cool.
Too small for mum and dad.
Yeah.
Send the kids in. What's in there, buddy? What's in there, Tallulah? You going there? Tell me what's in there, Lily.
What's in there, Marley?
What's in there, Lula? Wow, what is it?
It's a little tunnel.
It's a little tunnel. Are you going?
Daddy, what's up in here? Look, Daddy. I'll find something here.
What do you got?
Ta-da!
What's that?
Big jellyfish.
Wow.
It's got lots of stingers.
It does have stingers, so you have to be careful, don't we?
Yeah.
Wow, it's a deep tunnel. Make sure Marley's with you.
Yeah, it's like a house.
It is like a house, like a coffee house.
Wow.
Now we got little puddles of water here too.
Wow. It's lovely.